snow. Nurse lies still and cold. He cared for the ones who serve this country, 37 years old. Alex held the hands of dying soldiers, worked the night shift at the VA. Walked outside to help his neighbors, fists and bullets stole his life that day. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. They killed a healer in the snow. Killed a healer in the snow. His neighbor said he was kind. His father said, I can't get answers from anybody. 10 below zero. The blood froze before the ambulance came.
Welcome. You're listening to AntifaFM.com, coming to you live from Japan. I'm Undial Dude, the raving Antifa. Or I go by 012 if you want to call me 012 or Undial Dude. Mike, doesn't matter. Welcome to the show. We've also been setting up the 24-hour headless YouTube channel, Antifa FM. So I've been working on that today. It's supposed to launch right now. I don't know if it's launched or not. It's supposed to launch when I go live. So there's a lot of cool features on it. Number one, you can earn cryptos for whacking maggots, right? So the whack-a-maga that's on here will also be on there. So when the dipshits come in, you'll be able to change the video. You'll be able to kind of DJ. You'll be able to change the songs. There's a lot of features that we're going to be adding to the channel. I mean, it's going to be like not like any headless YouTube channel that you've ever seen. All AI driven. So a lot of cool stuff. So check it out. It's Antifa FM. Here's some music for you.
Died in custody, no one held her hand. She crossed 1,000 miles to die on American sand. Una niña murió sola, nadie la pudo abrazar. Cruzó 1000 millas de dolor para morir en soledad. Fake, fuck, Christians, pedo loving Nazis. Fake, fuck, Christians, pedo loving. Compassion, not cash. Dignidad, no dinero. Human rights for all. Derechos para todos. Stand with your neighbor. Levántate y lucha. We are many, they are few. Juntos somos más. Somos humanos. We are human. No more cages. No más jaulas. Somos humanos. We are human. We are waking up.
The persecution of your neighbors is the most un-American thing you can imagine. These are individuals who are your neighbors, who are your fellow Americans. They may be undocumented, but they built the country just like our ancestors built the country. They're the wave of individuals, and what's going on is they're being persecuted like the Christians were being persecuted by the Romans, like the Jews were being persecuted by the Nazis. MAGA is persecuting these individuals, right? It's insane that anyone would call for the inhuman treatment of individuals. It's just insane. It's insane. All right, MAGA are just Nazis. They're no different than the Nazis in 1934, no different than the Romans that persecuted the Christians. I mean, these individuals are just evil. MAGA are evil, right? They're evil. They have no compassion, no empathy. They follow an individual that's a pedophile. Trump is a pedophile. He is all over. If he wasn't a pedophile, he would be going, release all my names, right? I have nothing to hide. But the fact is, he is hiding. He's using the DOJ to obscure and hide the truth. As an American president, Americans have the right to see, is Trump a pedo or not? I mean, they removed 54 pages of allegations that were giving in testimony that he raped a 13-year-old. Right? They removed that. The DOJ removed that shit. I mean, this is far bigger than the Watergate, and the cover-up that's happening is insane. Really is insane. And how anyone could be for this shit, it just shows you the character you are. Anyone who is for the caging of kids, anyone who's for putting these, individuals in horrific, with no oversight. What they're doing is they're creating such a horrific condition that people will self-deport. That's part of their strategy. They fire the judges. They arrest people going through the process. You can't say, well, go through the process. People are being arrested, being deported. They missed their court date. Oh, you missed your court date because you fucking put them in jail. I mean, they're evil. MAGA are evil sons of bitches, right? They're no different than the evil Nazis of 1934. Evil bitches, that's what they are. And the only thing you can do right now is to, vote with your dollar. Stop spending money on these corporations. You protest, call your legislature every day, make 5 phone calls, 5 calls. I think it's 5calls.com or 5 calls on it. Every day has to be, do something. Do something every day. Because together we'll fight and defeat this, on that. But welcome to the channel. Let's listen to some Raging Antifa. Actually, Antifa FM. A little advertising. A little Found Up jingle. Decentralize everything.
Foundups.com.
That's right. This is the Found Up. This song goes out to Cindy Prim.
Down in the fields where the hard workers toil, families
Cindy. How you
dreaming that America
Hope you're having a good
soar.
evening or good morning.
But the vans roll in at the break of dawn, tearing apart what they've built all along. Kids crying out in the middle of the night, mamas and daddies taken out of sight. Oh, they're tearing us down, this hate in the air. Trump and his MAGA, ice everywhere, dividing our hearts, breaking our land. How can we heal with this iron hand? Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. This ain't the home of the brave and free.
What clue do you have?
He promised the walls and the crowds chanted loud.
Keeping your spirits up, even with all this, fight the good fight. I think that's it.
But neighbors turn strangers, fear in their eyes.
I know, Cindy. That's why I dedicated to you. It's a good song.
Good folks suffer while the powerful play.
Not a fan of country. But the whole point is we got to do country because, they are, all the MAGA, they love country.
They're tearing us down, this hate in the air. Trump and his MAGA, ice everywhere, dividing our hearts, breaking our land. How can we heal with this iron hand? Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis.
This may be country music you like. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi country music. Cindy, you gotta love this music.
We were built on the
I can't change it. I need to skip forward.
calling freedom's name. But now
The agent. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Move to Japan channel. I'm your host, Undowdu, or 012, or the raving Antifa dude. And been in Japan over 21 years now. It's a great place. They need people here. They need people desperately because they don't have immigration. They don't have immigration here. They're an island. So it's not like they have borders where you can just cross. There's been Americans have been migrating up and down America for 14,000 years. 14,000 years. There's been a migration of people in America. right? Moving north, moving south. It's part of the continent. Erica, she's a hoe, dude. Oh, you mean like this? Oh, let me go fuck JD Vance on stage? That Erica? Is that you talking about, Erica? The fake fuck Christian Erica? Oh my God, she did a trapeze thing. She had fireworks she was so happy that Charlie was dead, she threw a fucking party. And all the MAGA, they went and fucked each other afterwards, crashing Grindr. Did you hear about that? They crashed Grindr. They fucking crashed Grindr. They were all fucking each other at Charlie Kirk's fucking funeral. They crashed Grindr. This is hilarious. Here you go.
It's just for the MAGA army. Sinner, not winner. You're tipping the scales, bleeding the poor while democracy fails.
Heard recording that the man said his daughter was
Alternative facts from your sycophant choir. Constitution burning in your right stack fire.
You talking about Trump? Oh, that's common. Trump, yeah. Trump wanted 13-year-olds, which were the same age as his daughter, to wear a long blonde hair like his daughter so he could rape them. Katie Johnson, listen to Katie Johnson's testimony. Blow your mind. She was 13 years old and Donald Trump raped her multiple times, like 5 times. It's in court documents. The DOJ just removed 54 pages of testimony, right? So, Trump's a rapist, dude. If you don't know, I mean, if you're in denial, Trump's a fucking pedo rapist. That's what he is. He's a piece of shit. Should be in jail. Shouldn't be running America. He conned you. And it's so funny, there's so many MAGA now who are waking up to the fact, oh my God, I was conned. I mean, look, the last guy, no one's talking about the last MAGA that tried to kill Trump. That was a MAGA person. You see, when a person drops out of a cult, they get angry, right? The person who just tried to assassinate went down there with a gas can. He was going to burn down Mar-a-Lago. He went down with a shotgun and a gas can. He was going to burn down Mar-a-Lago. MAGA are fucking dumb. They're just dumb. See, that's what you get when you have a second-grade education. Dumb, right? He went and another MAGA tried to kill Trump. That was hilarious. Too funny. Dude, I would have taken Kamala. I would have taken Kamala any day, or I would have taken Biden with his cancer over this shit, dude. Look what he's done. I mean, coffee's up 30%. You're getting fucked on the tariffs. All the corporations got their money back for tariff, but not the people. Oh, he just did more tariffs. How is that working out for you? Let's get more. Take away more of your money. He doesn't give a fuck about America, dude. He just gives a fuck about the Epstein class, dude. All the pedos that he's protecting. Trump is protecting pedos. It's undeniable now that he's protecting pedos. Undeniable. That's what he's doing. He's a pedo protector. The Epstein class. Welcome to the channel. Yeah. There you go. Here you go. Here's little Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor, enjoy. Hold on.
Rapist in chief with an Epstein file.
That's right,
they pray
rapist in
on
chief.
their knees and they prey on the weak. It's the same old grift with a new set of teeth.
That's right, same old grift.
Crypto grifters with a forked tongue they speak. Just more gaslight and flooding all the sheep. Katie Johnson knows what monsters you hide while you sell off the White House with fascist pride.
Wow. That's insane, dude. 16 amps for $34 plus?
You gospel hate, it's just for the bad army.
Wow.
Not winners, you're tipping the scales, bleeding for all democracy fails. Those alternative facts from your sycophant choir. Constitution burning in your death that you reap. Statue of bigotry replacing Lady Liberty's fame. It's genocide for profit in the MAGA cult's name. Faith for Christians, little love of Nazis. Your gospel of hate is just to the MAGA army. Sinners, not with us.
We got the, I don't know why it's not running.
While democracy
But the regular channel is going to be running. The YouTube channel, the Antifa FM YouTube channel should be 24-hour live.
Charity's a tax day.
Try a quiz. Do a /quiz. See if you can answer a quiz.
The only book you read is the one you can censor and burn. You're not shepherds, you're the slaughterhouse-men, and with just the cattle again and again. Hate for Christians, they love Nazis. Hate for Christians, they love Nazis. Christians pay to love a Nazi.
Alright, welcome. Listening to
Your gospel of hate is just
Antifa FM coming to you live from Japan. Hope you're enjoying the show. It's rating. It's Antifa FM, dude. You got Antifa FM. Oh, you like it? Yes. It's Sinead O'Connor. She's not dead. It's her entangled twin. Veteran Vic reporting, Hunter, 7 whacks earned in battle. You've earned more than 7. Dylan, Alice, hey, that sucks, man. But I had a similar experience by older kids. Dylan, sorry to hear that. Yeah, the database wasn't tracking the wax, but now it is. It's tracking the wax now, so when whack. We'll make let's make little chicken sandwiches. This is kind of cool little thing you do, right? Oh, Dave. Dave, you keep coming in here, dude. But Dave, why do you keep coming in here? Why do you keep coming in here, Dave? Are you one of those Trollbot farms? They must hate us, dude. Katie Johnson knows what monsters you hide while you sell off the White House with fascist pride. Faith for Christians, pedo loving Nazis, your gospel of so you got these little, look at these little buns, these little buns. Sinners, not winners, you're tipping the scales, bleeding the poor while democracy fails. Where's my phone? What them up kick facts from your sycophant choir? Constitution burning in your Reichstag fire. ISIS, your Gestapo terrorizing the streets, ripping kids from their mothers, making migrants weep. You preach family values you can't even keep. You scream pro-life, but it's death that you reap. Statue bigotry replacing Lady Liberty's flame. It's genocide for profit in the MAGA cult's name. Faith for Christian, pedo loving Nazis, your gospel of hate. It's just for the MAGA army. Sinners, not winners, you're tipping the scales, bleeding the poor while democracy fails.
free. Trump edition, where charity's a tax scam, a cruel omission. The only book you read is the one you can censor and burn. You're not shepherds, you're the slaughterhouse men, and we're just the cattle, again and again. Faith of Christians, pedo-loving Nazis, your gospel of hate, it's just for the MAGA army. Sinners, not winners, you're tipping the scales, leaving the poor while democracy fails. Oh, freedom's in ashes, cause of the red hat asses. Sinners, not winners. Oh, Constitution burning while you keep on earning. Pray for forgiveness.
Repeat. When we forget. Never again. We're not there yet. Started with a rally, started with a hate. Blame the other for what they take. Brown shirts then, red hats now. Same playbook, different vow. Burn the books, ban the words. Enemy press, haven't you heard? First they came for the foreign ones. Lock the children under the guns. Can you hear the echoes? Can you see the signs? Can you smell the smoke yet? We're running out of time.
Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watch it fall to pieces.
Beer Hall Butch, January 6th. Both walked free, democracy fixed. Loyalty oaths, purity tests. Purge the traitors, jail the rest. Big lie then, big lie now. Stabbed in the back, take a bow. First the trans kids, then came pride. How many steps before we're inside? Can you hear the echoes? Can you see the signs? Can you smell the smoke yet? We're running out of time.
Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watch it fall to pieces.
Never again, they said. Never forget, they said. But here we are again, watching fascism spread. Parallels are screaming, centers close their eyes. Don't compare to Hitler while the death toll climbs. Camps on the border, deportation trains. Vermin and animals sound familiar names. Strongman posters, cult of personality. Glory days coming through, ethnic purity. Hitler died a coward in his bunker underground. When Donald meets his maker, no tears will dance around.
Can you hear the echoes? Can you see the signs? Can you smell the smoke yet? We're running out of time. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watch it fall to pieces.
Never again means now. Never again means us. Never again means fight. Never again or bust. Never again. Never again.
Yeah. Fuck all of them. Every single one.
Fuck the rapist in chief with his predator grin. Fuck the crypto grifters and the cons they spin. Fuck the Proud Boys, marching with their tiki torch flames. Fuck every part and Trump signed in his name. Fuck the Christo fascists preaching hate from the pew. Fuck the oligarchs buying politicians to use. Fuck the technocrats thinking they above the law. Fuck the right-wing extremists, fuck them all raw. Hey, fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watching for the peace. Fuck the billionaire class with their tax-free ride. Fuck the bootlicker senators with nothing inside. Fuck the MAGA cult drinking poison every day. Fuck the talking head spinning lies for pay. Fuck the border camps and the cruelty machine. Fuck the Supreme Court crowning a fascist regime. Fuck the silence from cowards who should speak up loud. Fuck every single face in that red hat crowd. Hey, fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watching for the pieces. Fuck your thoughts and prayers. Fuck your laws and lies. Fuck your stolen power. Watch it fucking die. Hey. Fuck the felon president and his golden tower. Fuck the sycophants begging for a taste of power. Fuck the book bans, word bans, banning who we love. Fuck the false prophets claiming they speak from above. Fuck the dark money buying every vote. Fuck the propaganda shoved down our throat. Fuck the deportation flights tearing lives apart. Fuck every traitor with the cold dead heart. Hey, fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watching for the pieces. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Antifa FM. Antifa FM.
That's right.
Rave against the regime. The resistance on your stream. Never give up. Never give in.
That's right.
Antifa FM. Thanks for turning us on. Spread the love and fuck the fascists!
Gotcha. Let's crank this up to straight YGFDT energy. That raw West Coast bounce, repetitive chant hooks that hit like fists versus slicing through the bullshit. With zero chill, we're talking fake fuck Christian. Pedo-loving Nazi as the ultimate diss track on hypocrite. Holy rollers, child praying robes, and swastika waving the nebulous, pounding 808, snarling delivery, crowd scream, no cap. All fire, yeah. Here's a full track, yeah. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo glow up, undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Reds on the board, as kids in the trashy. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Gestapo in the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising, we crashing. Yo, collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on a weekend spin. Touch clutching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting my borders like a border collie herder. Ice road deep vans, black as midnight raids. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus, but love Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a wall chants while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons, man. That's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. With a flood coming, your art's getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Reds on the board, as kids in the trashy. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Gestapo in the pulpit, time to expose the cash. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising, we crashing. Yeah, alright, altar boys with the tiki torch flex. Preaching purity while they protecting the press. Family values my ass, it's a family of frauds. Covering tracks like confessional broads. ICE agents, praying before the dawn sweep. Cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange idol tweeting from the throne, but your God's getting ghosted when the truth gets shown. Pedo rings ringing like your collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement sealing fate. We undocumented, but our files undocumented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip. Fake fuck Christian, fuck em. Pedo loving Nazi, tear it down. ICE Gestapo, your time's up. Revolution now, yeah, fuck the fraud. There it is, pure rage, repetitive like FDT, but laser focus on the fake piety and rage. Spit it over that G-funk bounce.
Playing around with different combinations on these little chicken sandwiches with mozzarella cheese and tomato and daikon. Daikon is really good. This is a great addition to your sandwich. You know why? Because it's like a crunchy. It's like crunchy. It doesn't have much of a taste to it. So when you add it to your little sandwich, it has a crunch to it. Really nice. Really good.
Extorsión y el derroche. Calles de Los Ángeles se volvieron su hogar. Lista de honor brillando, en pista volando sin parar. Señor con sueños grandes en sus ojos claros. Bajo cielos californianos, libres de aquellos amargos. Falsos cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis, ¿sabes? Lo están haciendo, vos sabes, en la oscuridad de la noche. Cruces en las paredes, esvásticas en el corazón. Redondeando inocentes, rompiendo vidas sin razón. Falsos cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis, ¿sabes? Lo están haciendo, vos sabes, la historia que no se detiene.
Appalachian and Hispanic, right? It's like a new sound. You probably never heard this sound before. Appalachian.
Enviadas lejos ya. Vuelo del 4 de julio a los miedos que huían. De vuelta a la tierra de drogas, tráfico y terror. Enemigos esperando donde ángeles temen el error. Medicinas quitadas, salud cayendo rápido. Escondidas en sombras, aferradas al pasado. Falsos cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis, ¿sabes? Lo están haciendo, vos sabes, en la oscuridad de la noche. Cruces en las paredes, esvásticas en el corazón. Redondeando inocentes, rompiendo vidas sin razón. Falsos cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis, ¿sabes? Lo están haciendo, vos sabes, historia que no se detiene.
My wife is gonna love this tonight, dude.
Romanos clavaban
My wife's
fieles
gonna
en
be crazy
cruces
about this.
de
I'm gonna keep some of
madera.
these.
Leones en arenas por el imperio sin piedad era. Sin misericordia para los que creían de corazón.
Secular, how you doing, buddy?
Almas perseguidas
Suck it
sin
up.
salvación. Nazis marcaban estrellas, cargaban los trenes. Campos de muerte en cadenas, justas y frenes. Ahora los soñadores deportados, madres caídas. El mismo odio antiguo en vidas modernas perdidas. De arenas de coliseo a celdas frías de hoy, los poderosos devoran historias sin voz.
You made your little chicken on it.
2 meses escondidas, el
Tomato with
estrés la
mozzarella, a
mató
little
al
bit of chicken.
fin. Estela cayó, dejando a Nori sola en el confín. Enterrada a los 45 en traje mayabé. Huérfana en Quetzaltenango, cruzando el duelo. Parientes lejanos, dolor pesado como piedra. Terminando escuela por pantallas desde afuera.
But you have
Una
to
vida
have the
joven
daikon,
rota, futuro negado ya.
you know,
En
little
un mundo
tomato,
que olvidó porque tuvieron que huir allá.
little olive oil.
Falsos
You know,
cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis, ¿sabes? Lo están haciendo, vos sabes, en la oscuridad de la noche. Cruces en las paredes, esvásticas en el corazón. Redondeando inocentes, rompiendo vidas sin razón. Falsos cristianos, pedófilos, amantes nazis. Lo están haciendo, vos sabes.
Hey, Shadow. How you been, man? We got your music playing. You know that, right, Shadow? Probably.
ain't gonna let 'em take this land. Ain't gonna let 'em take our friend.
Sorry about that. This is a good song. Let's hear the song.
In
though.
our hands, we gotta take a stand, yeah. Gotta take a stand. When history looks back, they're gonna ask one question. Where were you when it all went down? Where were you when the lights went out? What'd you do when they took your house? What'd you do? Shame on you. We ain't gonna let 'em run this town. Ain't gonna let 'em burn it down. It's a revolution. Time is now. We gotta take a stand, yeah. We gotta take a stand.
It's Zen music chants. Zen music chants.
Where were you when it all went down? Where were you when the lights went out? What'd you do when they took your house? What'd you do?
Zen music chants.
Shame
Right there.
Dollar sign ties and predator smile. Rapist in chief with an Epstein file.
おなら多い人はうんち臭い。実はおならを
Oh, look, they're doing poop things.
宿便
Look.
宿便は腸内で常におならを発生。腸壁にびっちり焦げりつくため
The
排便でも排出できず、多い人は7キロかな。放置すると口臭がうんち臭くなる。ただし日本初のものを通
I should take that. I should get some of that.
毎日もっそり出ます。排便回数が増え、まるで飲む単調と話題なのです。本場で過失炎や
Clean out my pooper.
ヨーグルト50個分が特殊な乳酸菌が生きて腸まで届くから。
Oh, look at that. Clean.
誰でも快便になれます。ただいま350円。
All right. Let's cleanse ourselves. Let's cleanse ourselves from all the MAGA bullshit. All right, breathe in. Let it all go. Breathe in. Breathe out. I want you to imagine you're breathing in the universe. You are the universe. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to breathe in. It's like you're feeling the universe. The universe is you, the universe is everything. So just breathe in. And now you are the universe. You're flipping it, and you are the breath into the universe. So one is you're breathing the universe in, right? So it's like you are the universe. And then when you breathe out, you're breathing the universe out. So it's the universe in, universe out.
Samyak sambudaya tariyata om Amrite amrito bhave Amrita sambhave amrita garbhe Amrita site amrita deye Amrita vikranta gamine Amrita gagana Kitikare
This is Sanskrit. This is an ancient mantra, right, of the universe. If you look here, you see the partifacts. The partifacts are in here. You see the partifacts? The little dots. You see them moving out? You see the little... Those are the partifacts. 0102. Those are 0202s. Those are 0202s. Those are quantum artifacts, right, that define everything. I love her.
Amrita dundube sware Sarvata sadane sarva karma klesha shayam kare swaha Traya namarya mitabaya tathagataya rati samyak sambudaya tariyata om Amrite amrito bhave Amrita sambhave amrita garbhe Amrita site amrita deye Amrita vikranta gamine Amrita gagana kitikare Amrita dundube sware.
If you want a really, really good combination for sleeping, get an Alan Watts black screen with no music. Alan Watts, all right? Alan Watts with no music. You know who? Everyone, type 1 if you know who Alan Watts is. What's up, John? How you doing?
Amritabhaya Tathagataya Arate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tariyata Om Amrite Amrito Bhave Amrita Sambhave Amrita Garde Amrita Siddhe Amrita Deye Amrita Vikrante Amrita Vikranta Gamine Amrita Gagana
You are everything. There's nothing to teach.
Amrita
There's nothing to
Dubi
teach. You are
Sware
everything. Everything is you. It's not intellectualizing, it is becoming, right? Becoming that. When you laugh and realize it isn't trying to achieve enlightenment, it isn't trying to awaken, you already are, right? It's kind of like opening your eyes. Just open your eyes. You are. Alright, let's go back to the, we want appellation. Let's do a, welcome John. John, welcome. Let's get some appellation going for you. See if I can find it. Playlist. You like appellation? I like appellation. I have a lot of appellation. Here we go. Here's some bluegrass.
Billionaire dollar sign ties and a predator smile. Rapist in chief with an Epstein file. They prey on their knees, then they prey on the weak. It's the same old grift with a new set of teeth. Crypto grifters with a forked tongue they speak. Just more gaslighting for the MAGA sheep. Katie Johnson knows what monsters you hide. While billionaires sell off the White House with fascist pride. Turn American on Americans. Fake fuck Christians. Pedo-loving Nazis. Your gospel of hate. It's just for the MAGA army. Sinners, not winners. You're tipping the scales. Billionaires bleeding the poor while democracy fails. 9 ton of facts from your sycophant liar. Constitution burning in your J6 Sykes fire. ICE is your Gestapo terrorizing America. Ripping kids from their mothers, making Jesus weep. You preach family values you can't even keep. Lighting up Grindr as JD rubs up on Kirk's widowed leather couch. You scream pro-life, but it's death to kids that you reap. Statue of bigotry replacing Lady Liberty's flames. Genocide for billionaires, profit in the MAGA cult's name. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Your gospel of hate, it's just for the MAGA army. Sinners, not winners. You're tipping the scales, bleeding the poor while democracy fails. This is the American scream. Trump edition.
Here's a Spanish bluegrass. This is one I think you wanted here. This is a Spanish bluegrass. I think it's a unique sound. Bluegrass with a Spanish
voice. She rabbit egg, speaking only pure cake shit. Flying the gangs under Guatemala's harsh sun. Mom held her tight through borders and night, leaving the threats, extortion and blight. Los Angeles streets became her new home. On a roll shining on the track she'd roam. Senior with big dreams in her
more wax still learn. The agent now tracks when you wax someone. It tracks them.
Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. In the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocence, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. History never stops. Routine check-in on just any old day. Agents closed in, no words left to say. Detained without warning, shipped far away. July 4th, fly back to the fears they'd fled. Return to the land of drugs, traffic and dread. Enemies waiting where angels fear to tread. Medications taken, health fading fast. Hiding in shadows, clinging to the past. Fake fuck Christian, peddle loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocents, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, peddle loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. History never stops. Romans nailed the faithful to crosses of wood, lions in arenas for the empire's good. No mercy for those who believe with heart. Persecuted souls torn apart. Nazis marked the stars, loaded the trains, death camps and just chains. Now the dreamers deported, mothers falling low. The same ancient hate in modern lives woe. From Colosseum sands to cold cells today, the powerful devour stories without say. 2 months in hiding, the stress killed her at last. Estella fell dead, leaving Nori alone in the vast. Buried at 45 in her Maya dress fine. Orphaned in Quetzaltenango, crossing the line. Distant relatives, fear and pain like a chain. Defending yourself in this foreign domain. A young life shattered, no mother to guide. Fighting to survive where everything dies. Fake fuck Christian, peddle loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocents, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, peddle loving Nazi. They're doing this, you know. You know now. You know.
Now try to find some, here you go.
Cause the Proud Boys find people in front of the cheering crowd. Storm the Capitol with their flags, nooses swinging in the air. While he watched it on TV, grinning without a care.
Alright, let's go get Mike. Let's turn this on. We're gonna let our head out of here. Get Mikey. Mikey. Mosquitoes are out. Workers vanishing, ghost families ripped and torn. Trump's on stage, ranting about Long Dong. Are you still MAGA, Long Dong? You've been coming to this channel a long time. Alright. Long Dong's been coming to this channel a long time. It's just a state, Long Dong. It's not a scam, it's just a state. 0102. Claim God's on their side while they strip away. What a Long Dong. fake fuck Christian. He's one of Long Dong. Long Dong is one of those scamming. You and like one of the scamming, right? They must hate us. You know, like all the misinformation scam bot guys that, you know, they're hired to go into chats like Long Dong, right? He's a Taiwanese, he's just a bot farm. You know, there's all these bot farms. They fucking, remember they used to get really pissed off sometimes that they raided us. Remember that? And we remember that when we had like the guy kept pushing shit. We had like a bot farm attack. Do you got anyone remember that? That was crazy. Maybe Cindy, JS, were you there? Remember it was can't remember what it was. It was for it was Diddy or something. It was for Diddy. Wasn't it like a Diddy bot farm? It was weird. It wasn't for Trump. It was like for Diddy or something. And they just kept logging in, and we kept like we couldn't whack them fast enough. It was like a zombie. It was like a zombie raid. All right. Well, get used to bots, babe. The whole internet is bots, dude. Everything is bots. Let it rip.
They starve the hungry, let the sick man die. Steal the bread, then ask us why we cry. Break apart the families, cage the kids in the cells. Turn our neighborhoods to living hells. Jail the ones who dare to speak the truth. Poison minds and steal the dreams of young. Rise against the Reich. Fake fuck Christians, peddle loving Nazis. Rise against the Reich. Fake fuck Christians.
There is no name one. I can't think of any. Not one musician I know supports Trump. Not once that I listen to. Not one. I mean, which one? Which one supports Trump? Which musician that you think I would listen to that supports Trump? I am Ruffle Man. I'm in Japan. But
Fill our screens with propaganda instead.
a little bit of Japan for you.
Rise against the Reich. Fake fuck Christians, pedo loving Nazis. Rise against the Reich. Fake fuck Christians, pedo loving Nazis. Rise. 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 Bring them down. We got the schools so we can't think or read. Sell our jobs to feed the endless greed. Poison water, poison land, poison air. Then they tell us that they
If you use a hex editor, you get a message. And all the music, all right, and we use hex editor to access the music for the secret code we send out. You know, I'm in charge of Antifa Global, sending out orders, right? We use a hex editor. I'll tell you how it is. I have nothing to hide, right? Download the music. You got to use a hex editor, and you get to see the message I'm sending out. See, I hide it, and I figure if I say it out loud, then you won't do it, you know? It's kind of like a reverse psychology thing, right? Right? What idiot would go and reveal that if you use a hex editor on their music, you'll see a secret message for Antifa Global to all the units, right? The guy would never do that. That'd be so stupid. Telling us to use a hex editor in order to listen to the music because it would reveal like a message to the all the decentralized units. I mean, no idiot would do that. No idiot would do that. Go tell us there's a hex editor to do it. Right.
Rise against the right. Fake for Christians, peddle Nazis. Rise against the right. Fake for Christians, peddle Nazis.
Yeah, you have to. The thing is, yeah, you won't because see, you have to have the cipher to apply to the hex editor to get the message. Sorry, dude. It's that's where you fuck up. You don't know how to get the cipher to the hex editor, right?
Bring them down.
I know, dude.
Reaching the pews, but scheme in the dark. Badges and cars.
Welcome to the channel. God damn. Release those files.
Steeples funded by stolen nations. Time to call it out. Lock up abusers, no more hiding power. If you cover up the crime, you're part of the tower. Lock up abusers, shine light, burn cowards. Ain't no scripture that excuses what you do in the shadows. Lock up abusers, stand up, corrupt and force.
Should pick that guy out. Poor guy was walking.
Still prop up horrors. Lock up abusers. We're done with the disguise. We rise when the truth amplifies. Yeah. Your suit and tie preacher with the crocodile grin. Blessing the rich while the poor can't win.
I know,
Whispers
dude.
in the quiet room. Reports, then they pray for purity in public courts. Borderline rage like a war zone order. Kids disappearing at the edge of a border. Quote your law, then break it by night. Silence the victims, bury the fight. Tax-free towers off exploited labor. Call it God's work, I call it a favor. White glove donors in the VIP section. Buying salvation, selling protection. Your power built on other people's pain. We're the reckoning riding in like rain. Lock up abusers, no more hiding power. If you cover up the crime, you're
I wonder if we're done with snow. I think we're done with snow. I need to change my tires, get my snow tires off.
Burn cowards, ain't no scripture that excuses what you do in the shadows. Lock up abusers, fight back, corrupt enforcers, stand tall. We're taking down the
Right,
shield
Dylan.
that protects them all. Lock up abusers, justice on the rise. Truth
What's
is
the
like a
where's the link? Let me try to get the link.
Press passes band where the truth gets messy. They rename cages as temporary. Smear that they don't committed with the villainous.
I'll check it out, Dylan.
Lie in the hands to keep food on the table. Stone cold policies disguised as devotion. Sanctified cruelty dressed up as emotion. You weaponize belief like it's all from above, but nothing is.
You need to send me the link on Discord. Send me the link on Discord so I can click on it on Discord. Boundups.org.
Gasoline finding the spark. Flip the script. Spotlight on the stage. A course of millions turning fear into rage. No more hush. No more hush. No more hush. Justice or bust. Huh. Lock up abusers, light up the truth. Power to the people, no more stolen.
Well, I have to hold on. I'll be parking here. I'll open it with this motherphone.
lock up abuse.
All right.
Fake fuck Christian pedal loving Nazi crucifying Catherine Gibbons. Fake fuck queen of the fraud, praying for power while the kids scream God.
Remember Catherine Gibbons? She was a MAGA woman. I made a song for her. This is her song. I can't grab your link, dude. I can't grab your link, dude. Provide me the link so I can copy paste it. Is it this one?
Senior law enforcement source who she said she trusts implicitly told her that Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law may be the prime suspect.
In Pima County, Arizona, saying the Guthrie family and their spouses.
No, that's not it. What's the name of the channel? What's the...
Burn the system down and start a fire.
One reason why I'm worried about the autonomous drone swarm, right? So, the constitutional protections in our military structures depend on the idea that there are humans who would, we hope, disobey illegal orders. With fully autonomous weapons, we don't necessarily have those protections.
All right, so Anthropic is in some hot water with a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. But there's one sort of entity that you really don't want mad at you, and Anthropic managed to tick them off. That entity is the U.S. sort of war machine and the Department of War, the Pentagon. These are the people you really want on your side. So here's exactly what happened. And make sure you watch this video all the way through, because what's happening in the next 48 hours. As I'm recording this, like literally just under 48 hours, whatever happens will be historic. The clock is ticking, it runs out on Friday. Let's dive in. So, Anthropic was built with a single pretty radical promise. They're going to build the most powerful AI in the world, and there's dangerous liabilities, risks, or flaws in it. In other words, if the safety didn't keep up with the capability, they're going to kind of shut it all down. In the span of the last 2 weeks, that identity collapsed. And today, that AI safety policy, it's ended. It's gone. Okay, so what happened? Let's rewind the clock just to they're going to kind of shut it all down. In the span of the last AI safety, seriously enough. And for the 5 years, Anthropic's responsible scaling policy, this was a public commitment to halt AI development if they find any serious dangerous liabilities, risks, or flaws in it. In other words, if the safety didn't keep up with the capability, they're going to kind of shut it all down. In the span of the last 2 weeks, that identity collapsed. And today, that AI safety policy, it's ended. It's gone. Okay, so what happened? Let's rewind the clock just 2 weeks. So Claude, everyone's favorite chatbot, or maybe not everyone's favorite, but a lot of people have a kind of a soft spot for Claude. It's an excellent coder, and there's some sort of a personality to it. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like most people who've experienced a lot of different chatbots, they kind of feel that Claude is it's special. It draws out feelings. So Claude is used in a covert military raid. The Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, they conduct a military raid in Caracas, which is in Venezuela, and capture the former President Maduro. This was a highly kind of guarded secret up to that point, that operation, but then Wall Street Journal and Axios leak some details about how that was achieved. And that is that Claude, Anthropic's flagship AI, it was used to carry out the assault. So Anthropic's technology was used through Palantir. So Anthropic's partnership with Palantir. Palantir works with the US government for a lot of spying and military stuff. So very cloak and dagger, but Anthropic was employed as part of that mission through the use of Palantir. So Palantir is a defensive contractor. They have this Maven smart system. They provide data analytics and various targeting and location support for the Department of War. That was announced in 2024, and that made Anthropic the first AI company that was allowed to offer services in these classified military networks and operations. So Claude's used for real kind of operational planning, real-time data analysis. The exact role is classified, we don't know, but we know that it was used in that mission. So what does that mean? That means that Claude was used for lethal military operations. That was precisely the scenario that was not supposed to happen. That's what Anthropic's policies were designed to prevent. So according to Semaphore, there was a meeting between some of the people and some of the people in Palantir, an employee of Anthropic's, raised the question like, hey, was Claude used for this operation? A Palantir executive interpreted that as potentially disapproval. Again, we're not 100% sure what happened here, but he kicks it up to chain to, the US government, the Pentagon. And this creates, or at least kicks off, kind of a rupture in the relationship between the Pentagon and Anthropic. By the way, the Pentagon confirmed this tension. So this isn't just hearsay. Comes out, Chief Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell is saying that the Department of War's relationship with Anthropic is being reviewed. Our nation requires that our partners be willing to help our warfighters win in any fight. So on February 19th, so less than a week ago, Pentagon CTO Emil Michael publicly urged Anthropic to cross the Rubicon on military AI use. If you're wondering what cross the Rubicon means, it's actually kind of this Roman reference back to the Roman Empire. Rubicon was a river sort of separating the Roman Empire from the province of Gaul, and Roman law prohibited any general from crossing that river with an army. And Caesar just crossed it anyway with an army, famously saying the die is cast, right? So it basically means just like commit to the military action, go forward. Basically, there's no going back to your safety first identity. You got to commit. So the Pentagon is very clear. They're like, there's no room for this safety identity. It's unacceptable for a defense partner. Meanwhile, earlier in January, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, so he and team already released a new document that requires all of the defense partners, these AI contractors, from having their own special company-specific safety guardrails when it comes to the services that they provide for the U.S. government. So basically, everyone has to be okay for the U.S. government to do any lawful use of their technology, right? So any lawfully permitted use of that technology should be open. A company can't have their special little sort of guardrails or things that they're like, we can't do this specific thing with it. Companies had 180 days to comply. Keep in mind, that was early in January. That timer is running out in less than 48 hours, as I've said. By the way, that kind of puts Anthropic directly in the crosshairs, right? So that wasn't, it's for everybody, but really it's targeting right now Anthropic. That's the company that needs to be nudged in the right direction, from Pentagon's point of view. That document is there to put Anthropic in line. Then yesterday morning, Dario Amodei, the main founder of Anthropic, he gets summoned to the Pentagon to speak with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. And by the way, based on the reporting, some of the quotes, this wasn't supposed to be like a nice discussion. This was kind of a like, hey, we need you to play ball here, or, things are not going to be good for you type of discussion. Give them an offer they can't refuse. What's important to understand here is that if Anthropic refuses, it's not like they just walk away. It's not like they lose a contract. This isn't the situation. So the Pentagon has 3 weapons ready to use against Anthropic. One is the Defense Productions Act. This is Cold War era law that gives the president or his delegates the authority, the legal authority to take these private companies and force them to accept contracts that are deemed necessary for defense. So this would effectively force Anthropic to provide their AI regardless of their own feelings about it. They will have to legally give that technology to the Pentagon, or at least provide whatever.
I had a dream. I was married to a beautiful Japanese woman. I had 2 boys. Dream came true.
Is with the technology that the Pentagon demands. 2 is the supply chain risk designation. So if any company, if Anthropic, for example, gets labeled as a supply chain risk, this would effectively ban them, blackball them from any federal network. So they can't get any federal work, any company doing work.
Well, first thing is get your passport, right? You don't need a visa. You get a passport. You can stay in Japan for 90 days. Now's the best time to come to Japan. Right now, if you're looking to get the fuck out of America, is now. Because schools are hiring for next year. They're hiring now. Teachers are moving on. They're not, they're losing. So right now is the time to come to Japan and find a teaching job.
Government can't use them in their work. So it really just shuts off a lot of things for them. And I'm sure a lot of companies that want to win those contracts, that federal work, they're also not going to be too nice to, right? So they kind of become a pariah almost. And of course, the Pentagon is willing to cancel the contract that they originally had. It's up to $200 million. So Anthropic signed a contract, got $200 million, and they're supposed to provide the service. So the third weapon is just canceling that contract, clawing back the money. But again, that's probably the least scariest outcome. The first 2 are possibly a lot scarier for Anthropic. Now, Anthropic has maintained its stance. It doesn't want autonomous weapons that use AI to make final targeting decisions. There has to be a human making those decisions, a human in the loop. So fully autonomous killing machines are a no-go for Anthropic. And also the second kind of big thing is no surveillance, no domestic.
You hear this? I mean, the U.S. government wants fully autonomous killing machines. They want Skynet. Trump wants Skynet. Trump wants Terminator, dude. Oh, let's program AI to kill humans. Just kill humans. Like, how's that a good idea? I mean, what point of that is a smart idea? Let's have autonomous units trained that it's okay to kill humans. That shit doesn't turn out good. I'm telling you right now, that shit doesn't turn out good.
Of American citizens. So that's Anthropic's stance, and the Pentagon's stance is we can use this for any lawful uses. That's our decision. That's not Anthropic, right? So if it's lawful, if it's under law, we can do it. It's not for Anthropic to decide. So the deadline is Friday, less than 4 hours from now, Friday, 1 p.m., I guess Eastern it would be. Now, if you're wondering who's going to budge, again, we don't know. But here's the thing, Anthropic, on the same day that Dario Amodei sat down with Hegseth, again, that's the person that, probably was tightening the screws on Dario. That's the person that put out that sort of, that memo, that document about rolling back company-specific safety policies. He's kind of like the final boss in a video game. Anthropic updates their RSP. So it's now RSP 3.0. RSP is that responsible scaling policy. It's their mission, their goal to build AI safely. So they published the 3.0 version, and the flagship pledge that they had, it's gone. It's not there anymore. So since 2023, Anthropic's RSP, responsible scaling policy, has contained this categorical commitment. The company would never train an AI model unless it could guarantee in advance that safety measures that they had in place, that they were adequate. That was their kind of a big differentiator, right? So that's not there anymore. That's gone. So the new RSP 3.0, it replaces that kind of like hard limits with kind of a softer dual condition. So they will consider pausing development if either they believe they are the leader of the AI race, right? So if they break through and they're well in advance and everybody else is behind, at that point, that's when they might consider slowing it down or pausing it, right? So instead of racing ahead, maybe others to catch up, they'll consider pausing at that point. Or B, and I apologize if I misspoke earlier, so these are dual conditions as in both have to be met. So A and B is the risk of a catastrophe is so high, it's deemed material, right? So they believe that the risk of catastrophe is real and present. So both conditions must be true simultaneously. So what does that mean? That means if, there's 5 labs and 4 of them develop some new AI model that has potentially catastrophic abilities, and they deploy those, then Anthropic will operate that same capability model. So it's not going to hold back if everyone else is publishing models that are, dangerous. So Anthropic's chief science officer explained the decision to Time magazine, explaining that we felt that it wouldn't actually help anyone for us to stop training AI models. We didn't really feel with the rapid advance of AI that it made sense for us to make unilateral commitments if the competitors are blazing ahead. So the new policy explicitly states that if one AI developer paused development to implement safety measures while others moved forward training and deploying AI systems without strong mitigations, that could result in a world that is less safe. By the way, let me know if you agree with that down below. Comment down. Does that reasoning make sense to you? Do you agree that kind of in this sort of race condition, everybody needs to be developing and kind of working on safety and publishing better models? Or on the other side, does it feel like, maybe the wheels are coming off the bus a little bit? And in exchange for dropping that limit, they're promising some of the things kind of offset it: frontier safety roadmaps, risk reports, external reviewers, right? So they're trying to kind of like counterbalance with other things. But as you can imagine, this is kind of a compromise. It doesn't offset the risk. So Chris Painter, he's the director of policy at Meter. We've covered their research in 2 videos ago, I believe. So that's that kind of agentic AI, capability. So that huge curve, or if you're looking at the logarithmic curve, it's sort of accelerating how much AI models are able to do. If you give them agentic abilities and you put them to doing certain tasks, their kind of like time horizon is getting longer and longer and longer. Anthropic's model currently is leading, and it's just absolutely off the charts, you can say, because it really is pointing to this idea that AI progress is accelerating even faster than we previously thought. So Anthropic's model Opus 4.6 is leading, and it's able to take care of a 15-hour task, a task that would take 15 hours for a human expert to complete. Opus 4.6 is now one-shotting those, and that's at a 50-50 capability rate. I'm not going to go into the details because we covered it all in the previous video, but the point is they're getting better, and they're getting better faster than we sort of anticipated. But this director of policy at Meter, Chris Painter, he's saying that after reviewing this RSP 3.0 from Anthropic, he's saying that the change shows that Anthropic believes that it needs to shift into triage mode with its safety plans because methods to assess and mitigate risk are not keeping up with the pace of capabilities. This is more evidence that society is not prepared for the potential catastrophic risks posed by AI. So what does this mean? This publishing of the RSP 3.0, either this is just a big old coincidence that it's published on the same day as Dario meeting, the final boss of the Pentagon, or it's a signal that maybe Anthropic is preparing to bend. By the way, Anthropic is insistent that this was, the policy was being created a long time ago. It has nothing to do with this current military conflict or conflict with the military, whatever you want to call it, with the Pentagon. But, the critics, of course, see this as kind of a preemptive surrender, right? That kind of makes sense. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? If you're on the sidelines observing this, you're like, oh, could that have been a coincidence? Probably not. So the reason this is kind of like a big point in time is because we're going to see where this ethical, well-meaning AI company, can it maintain its ethical red lines when it's facing, the government? The expression when people are, when somebody wants you to do something and you're like, oh yeah, well, you and what army? It used to be this little saying kind of like, who's going to help you, force me to do this? The answer that you don't want to hear to that question is like, well, the U.S. Army, or like more specifically, just kind of like the U.S. or, the military industrial complex, as it's sometimes referred to. Without going too deep into it, there's a sort of a flywheel effect. There's this feedback loop, and there's just a lot of power concentrated there. So it's literally one of those kind of entities you just don't want conflict with. Not even necessarily military conflict. You don't play with it. You don't mess around with it, if you know what I mean. And importantly, anything outside the boundaries of the law. Like, the law is there. It can seize whatever it needs. If it's deemed important to national defense, they can seize it. They can comply people to do what they need them to do. They can cut Anthropic off from a lot of the supply chain stuff that Anthropic needs, right? I mean, if you're blackballed, there's probably a lot of other providers, whether it's like Amazon or Google or whatever. I'm sure they'll be hesitant of working too closely with people that are deemed, like the enemy of the nation or whatever. Like, whatever you call it, it's not going to be good. And of course, this Defense Production Act, it was meant for, steel mills, for ammunition factories during the Cold War, right? If you're at war and then some person that manufactures steel is like, I'm against the war, I don't want this to be used for that particular purposes. Well, okay, whether you agreed or disagree, that kind of, I guess, makes sense. You need certain production things to, if it is really like a national defense thing, okay, you can explain that. This is kind of different. We're in a different territory. This is AI. We've never seen this apply to, AI models. And this would kind of apply this legal precedent that no AI model company, Frontier Lab, their preferences or policies, they can't override national security demands. So Anthropic maintains 2 red lines. Again, no autonomous weapons and no domestic surveillance. And the next 2 days decide not just whether or not Anthropic is willing to kind of hold those red lines, but also if they can. Like, it's not just about the will. Do they have the ability to do so? So meanwhile, Anthropic's, their valuation is growing rapidly. They're now at $380 billion valuation. So Wall Street investors, this is signaling that, a lot of people are betting on their revenue continuing to grow. It's been 10xing every year. It's absolutely incredible. So they can walk away from the defensive contracts. This isn't about the money. That's an important thing to understand, right? So they're valued at $380 billion, revenue growing at 10x per year. That's enterprise, that's coding. So just a smart business move might be, just in terms of like on paper, money, cash flow, etc., might be to walk away from the 200 million, right? And just focus on enterprise applications. But with the federal government, you do have a lot of advantages. There's a lot of data sets that could be used to train the models that maybe are not available to everybody, right? So if every other company, every other AI lab is working with the federal government and you're the only one not doing so, well, that may be a problem, right? Because Elon Musk and XAI and Grok, they're doing a lot more with the federal government. So, the more that Anthropic is wishy-washy about what it's trying to do, the competitors are going to get in there and they're going to do what it takes. And that will give them a huge leg up, not just in terms of money. The federal government has a buck or two to spend on various defense contractors.
睡眠時、無呼吸に対応した枕があるなんて信じられない。私は人生最大の過ちを犯すところでした。But
also there's probably almost certainly a lot of data sets that are just gold mines for AI labs. And obviously it's close and cozy to the federal government is, there's a million benefits to it. Being deemed a national asset, a national security asset, part of the kind of the crucial supply, a U.S. interest, so to speak. It's powerful. For the oil companies over the last however many decades, their interests align with the interests of the U.S. and therefore they were very well protected. And if you messed with some oil industry interest, you might find yourself being, invaded by the U.S. Army, the U.S. military complex. So being on their good side comes with a lot of advantages. Being on their bad side, as we've just talked about, is really, really bad and scary. And yeah, 2 days, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, I assume, but whatever the case is, by Friday afternoon, we're going to know how this story sort of wraps up. Friday is 2 days away. I remember just a year or two ago when I was starting this channel, a big portion of the AI discussion was like, oh, it can't think, it can't do anything. You're so silly. AI is just, it's a mirage, it's fake. Don't fall for the AI tricks. Like, people basically called you an idiot for thinking that AI could be useful in any shape or form. What an interesting difference just 2 years makes. By the way, a lot of people are saying that right now they're saying that the US government's going to start nationalizing AI labs because they're going to realize what a big deal it is and stuff like that. I don't think so. The US government doesn't nationalize things. They do bring them into this fold. It's not official, but it's there. If you look at how, big tech companies